Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick demo of an AI product that we at Jaseci Labs built recently. This product is an AI-assisted patent application writing platform. You use a state-of-the-art large language model to automate some of the drafting process when it comes to generating patent application and help make the drafting process easier and more efficient, allowing the writer to focus on polishing and generating high-quality content. It also uses a suite of custom prompting techniques that are integrated into a sophisticated retrieval augmented generation pipeline that we designed specifically with the unique characteristics of patent application in mind that might differ from other type of content generation. For this demo, I'm going to use our own open source project, Jaseci, as an example technology to create a patent and show you the various features that this platform has and some of the cool technology innovation that are powering these features. So you can see I've already set up a project here called Jaseci Patent, and I've uploaded my first piece of document. So a project can contain a number of documents that are help to provide context and details related to the technology. Here, this document is a research paper, but really any sort of document that have relevant information can be uploaded here. In fact, I'm going to upload the second piece of document that is simply just a meeting transcript of a discussion between the inventor and the interviewer of the technology. So as you can see, different from the paper, this is a very unstructured piece of content, but nonetheless have very useful information informing about the technology. So if you're worried about uploading too much document, this next feature is where it can help you to fine-tune how each document and its content to be leveraged in the generation. And that is highlighting and tagging. As you can see on the left, we have set up a number of tags. So these are custom tags that you can create and rename and create as many as you want, that you can use to highlight part of your document to put specific emphasis on them in the generation. So for example, let's say in this meeting, there was something mentioned by the inventor that I really want to make sure to be emphasized during the generation. What I can do is I can highlight it, right click, and tag it as state of the art. So this step is optional. You don't have to do this. The document you upload will be used in the generation, but this allows the user to have the power to put certain emphasis on certain aspects. In addition to tag, you can also add additional comments or notes related to the highlights to provide further context. So let's say I've gone through the document upload, I've done the highlight, now you're ready to generate your first draft. On the right, this is where the drafting process happens. We've organized the drafting process into the four typical sections of a patent: background, system, methods, and claims. For this example, I'm going to go directly to claim and generate a draft. So while this is generating, I'm going to talk through some of the technology that's happening behind the scene. So behind the scene, we employ a chain of generation technique that any previously drafted sections are going to be incorporated in the generation of future section. So in this case, we are starting with claims, so there's no other sections, but let's say I already have some background draft or system drafts, and when I'm generating claims, those content will be considered. So as a result, we'll make sure that the overall application is cohesive and coherent. So here we have an example claims that has 3 claims. You can directly add it in here, but let's say you're not happy with this, right? Let's say you want to further guide it to further guide the generation. The platform has a number of tools that help you do that. The first thing I want to showcase is you can add custom examples to further guide the generation. So this might be application that you've written before, or related document that you want this generation to follow the style of. So I'm going to upload an example here. So I'll quickly flash this. So this shows an example claim that I've written before that I really like the style of, right? So I can upload this. Name example claims and save this, and now I can redo the generation And this time it will rely on the examples to influence the content that's being generated. So once it's finished, we should see a different output that more closely follow the examples that have just uploaded. So you can see here, so you see it's more detailed with a lot more points than before, and the language is more closely resemble what a typical claims looks like as indicated in that example. Now, so this example is one way you can fine-tune the generation. There's two other ways that this platform provides to help you fine-tune the generation. The second one is update directive. Directives are custom instructions that let you quickly iterate on the generated content with specific instructions, such as make it longer, make it more high level and less details and such. So for example, I can say, expand on the concept of fast edge into multiple claims, right? So fast edge is one of the key concepts in this invention. So by giving these quick instructions, you can kind of fine tune the output. The other feature is, in addition to generate completely new draft, you can also continue draft. So what that means is, so let's say I'm working on this, and let's say I've worked the first 3 claims, right? Let's say I've updated this, I've added it, and I like what this looks like. And I do not want the AI to rewrite this. Instead, I want it to finish from where I left off. So now I can do continue draft, and what the model will do is it will pick up where you left off. It will keep the original content that you already generated and maybe edited, and then continue write it off. Right, as you can see, it keeps the first 3 and continue following and generating the rest of the claims. Now, what's powerful here is all these things, the examples, the directives, the choice of whether it is new draft or continue draft, as well as the original documents and the highlights, and any previous section that you have written, all these are being considered dynamically during the generation. So as a result, this platform is really designed to be kind of the working editor, right? The workplace for you when you're writing your application. You can make changes to a draft you've generated before, go back to the document to do more highlight, give specific instructions on specific section to really fine tune it to your liking, and everything is all being considered in the generation pipeline in the backend to make sure the entire application is cohesive and coherent. So that concludes the demo, and thank you.